I, Daniel Blake, and Bicycle Thieves have been an essential factor in creating and referencing a significant stepping stone of cinema, Italian Neo-Realism. I, Daniel Blake, directed by Ken Loach and written by Paul Laverty, is a British New Wave film that focuses on Daniel Blake, a carpenter in mid-2010 London who fights to receive employment and support allowance while helping a struggling single mother, Katie. Bicycle Thieves, directed by Vittorio De Sica and written by Oreste Biancoli, is an Italian neo-realist film that focuses on a working-class man and his son's quest to find a stolen bicycle in post-war Italy. Though 68 years apart, these two films share many similarities in expressing their themes and ideas through the door of Italian neo-realism. Mise en scène, a French term defining putting on stage, combines lighting, composition, art direction, costuming, makeup, and texture would be used in the context to analyze the two comparisons and contrasts of the duality of expressing neo-realism and emotional depth conveyed through them. Right off the bat, it is visible that these two films use bleak lighting. I, Daniel Blake, filmed in color, expresses grey and blue undertones throughout the film, often lacking in color contrast. However, Bicycle Thieves, being a black and white film, expresses the exact same tone and lighting by not adhering to a consistent tone of lighting throughout the film. Each tone of lights and shades of blacks and whites is constantly adjusted based on the location and setting, imitating the vision of real life in a black and white context. Both films lack movement in their shots, which are often entirely still, with the only movement being camera pans, with no irregular shifts or abrupt movements. The framing is maintained at a decent level of the character's physical height, never too low or too high, making the film seem as though the audience is experiencing all of these events through their point of view in real life, aiding to the aspect of realism. Both films are shot in 35mm lens, the standard lens to imitate the human eye, a very realistic approach to human vision through the context of cinematography. The characters featured in this film are often non-professional actors. This film is predominantly set in natural locations, avoiding sets, with I, Daniel Blake, being filmed and set in Newcastle, and Bicycle Thieves being filmed and set in Rome. I, Daniel Blake, is mostly filmed indoors, whereas Bicycle Thieves is predominantly set outdoors. This symbolizes the nature of the character's struggles. Daniel Blake's struggle is personal to himself, a goal that is fragile and interconnected with aspects of his life. To achieve the goal, he wanders through the highly unjust corporate concrete walls of the British bureaucracy. His goal is specific and set with details. However, Antonio's goal is determined but vague in its journey. His goal is to find the bicycle stolen from him. The goal is internal in its premise, but its journey and steps to achieve it are highly externalized. He wanders through every aspect of the city he lives in, both indoors and outdoors, physically and emotionally, to find his bicycle. Daniel Blake's goal is set indoors, whereas Antonio's could be set indoors or outdoors. However, these two films are juxtapositioned by the fact that they both initially exist because of one issue: social injustice. Daniel Blake's struggle is caused by the injustices of the British bureaucracy system, and Antonio's struggle is caused by the injustices of human greed and cruelty caused by the panic of the post-war state of Italy. These characters struggle through the cruelty and instability of their surroundings and injustices. Both of these films focus on the struggles of the working class, explored and presented through the lens of their living conditions and the aforementioned social injustices. I, Daniel Blake, and Bicycle Thieves convey the same level of despair and reality of life as it is through its creation under the context of mise en scène. No matter how much you struggle and thrive through the aspects of your issues, your every action will be led and controlled by an unfair injustice hiding in some corner of life. This very theme is what I, Daniel Blake, and Bicycle Thieves teach its audience.